You might remember last year we planted these lavenders all the way down to the gate to form a hedge, and where we needed access to this area we decided to leave a gap and then put these euphorbias either side, and there's about 3 gaps I think. The euphorbias have all done very well but for this one, and so I thought, well, this one was struggling for light at the back of that bed up there, so I thought I'd bring it out and see if it can do any better in the light. It wasn't really doing very well over there. It wasn't very happy at all. This one was dead, so I thought, well, I'll put it in here and give it a chance. I think the problem was we lost 1 or 2 lavenders as well. We lost probably, I forget how many we planted, maybe 28, something like that, 26, 28. And we lost probably 8 lavenders, and the we think the reason was the dogs. The lavenders that died all seemed to be on their sort of normal path, so I think too many dogs weeing over too many lavenders, and they were very small, the lavenders. So, but most of them have survived, and we've taken a lot of cuttings of the lavenders this year through the winter. So we'll gradually replace and we'll fill these gaps with these the cuttings, but we'll wait until they're a bit more established. So hopefully this will do the trick, and this one should look like that one, so you can see how unhappy it is. So hopefully it'll sort itself out and be happier here. So yeah, these lavenders, they're starting to establish themselves now, so the ones that are here should survive. And then yeah, it's going to look really lovely, and each year it's just going to get better.
Yesterday we got 3 pieces of furniture. They were from Rob and Susie over the road. They were going to give them to the charity shop, but I really like this chest of drawers. It's had a bit of woodworm, but it's historic, but I like the character of it anyway. This is going to be really useful because it's quite a nice size one. We didn't film really much of them bringing them over with the trailer because we've been hit by this storm again and it was chucking it down, and we just wanted to get them in here quickly, and we had to wipe them all down. They were soaked. So we'll show you the other pieces that we've got downstairs. This was the other piece, a lovely clock. Just got to do a repair on the cornice there because it's come apart at the joints. I really like this handle. It's a hand holding, I don't know what it is, a stick or something. Anyway, we haven't had time to put everything together, but I have the clock face here. There's a lady, a man and a boy. It could be a biblical scene because it looks like they're doing woodwork, and there's a cottage in the background and a palm tree. So we'll do a close-up of that. So I've got the pendulum here, which is a man sat on a swing. It's all fully functioning. We've got the keys. We just need the weights. We can put it all together, and I'll show you the next piece now. Right, so in here, oops, we have the stand for the music. How does that go? Oh, like that. The candlestick holders, which I really like. And it's actually got an original keyboard cover, which we'll show you close up, which is really nice. Somebody's made at some point. It's in velvet with embroidery. But yeah, it's not in bad condition. But the trouble is, nobody wants these items these days. They get just chucked out. It's got lovely legs on the front here. and brass handles on the side. It's on wheels, which helps. But I just think it's a nice piece of furniture, actually. So there we are. There is a maker's mark here. I don't know if it's Caveau or Gavo Paris. We'll show you a close-up. Somebody might know. Well, neither of us play the piano. My dad did, actually, but he's not here anymore. He was a concert pianist. So I remember when I was younger, we had a baby grand piano in our front room and sitting listening to him play. It was lovely. But no, this is just a nice piece of furniture for us, really. Whilst I'm here, I'll just answer another Q&A question from Natasha about when I'm going to pick up my painting again. The answer is I don't really know at the moment, because we never seem to get any time to ourselves with everything going on. So I don't know, maybe that's something to do in the summer, but the weather's just been atrocious at the moment. So it's really hampered things. So we're just trying to catch up with stuff, really. But we'll let you know when I do.
Now, another little task to do with this hedge. If you remember last year, we discovered these big granite stones here. The soil here was mounted right up and these were buried, so we didn't even know they were there, so we uncovered them. We've never known what to do here in front of them. Now, one thought last year when we did this lavender bed was to put these lavenders in front of the wall with these euphorbias forming this gate here. But we went for the lavenders on top, but Susie's moulded over the window and she's decided she wants the lavenders down here. Now, these three lavenders, this one died actually, I don't know why, but these three were doing really well. They did very well last summer, in the autumn, and then during the winter this one died, don't know why. So they did okay in this corner because we were concerned that they may not get enough light, etc. But they did all right. Whether we have those same concerns if we put them in front of this wall, it will just create a little bit more of a shadow. So they may struggle, but Susie's decided we want 3 lavenders here, and then unfortunately these euphorbias are now going to be out of line, so I need to bring them forward so we get this nice sweep. So that's what I'm going to do now, but we won't be able to plant that one because we've only got cuttings, as I've just explained. So I'll put 2 in here, and then the third one will go into that corner when it's ready to be planted. And from this angle you'll be able to see what I mean about these euphorbias being out of line now. They're sort of pointing up towards the back of the wall, whereas we now need them to face roughly where the spade and the fork are. So they've got to be moved forward, and obviously there's a big gap here. We had 2 or 3 lavenders in there and they died, so we've got to replace those. So yeah, so I'm going to get on with that. simple enough job. That's all done. I'll go and get the watering can. All the soil's really soft and damp, but I'll give them a water just to make sure. And I think, if looking up the line, that last lavender I can see up there probably needs moving, but in fact it will. It will. So I'll probably quickly do that. So yeah, that's moved, and hopefully these will be okay down here. Only time will tell.